They can stop the fucking video, damn it. Okay, so this will be part two. Part two is free Bentley, sell him back to the owner, and get your license and registration paid for. Get all the work and the new tires on your car that you need. Because clearly Chris is not a leader, because otherwise he would have led you to do that instead of having you buy a dog and pretend that he bought it. I don't understand how two heads are supposed to be better than one, yet y'all couldn't figure out to get the car fixed and get tires while you was wobbling down the highway to the little rental house. Anyway, oh, and your whatever you call that sticker inspection. I guess it's your inspection. You and him together can't figure out how to take care of business, then child, God help us all, help y'all. Next, I'm set to send you to cooking classes so that you can learn how to put things in the oven as opposed to microwaving chicken nuggets. Um, I use the microwave, but if I can't put something on the stove, like even the pancakes, you can heat them up on the stove. I'm pretty sure you buy the frozen ones already made. So just heat them up in a skillet with a little butter instead of putting everything in the damn microwave. Anyway, um, so once that's all done, you will be on probation for about 5 years. So, as a part of your probation, you need to make a list of meals for the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, and turn it in, or you will be fined. You need to make a schedule for the twins while the big kids are in school so that they can have some learning and they can have some nap time. Okay, you are sentenced to find free events for the little ones, being that the summer is coming up. For the little ones, and when the summer comes, they need to be in a program. Get them in a program. They help single mothers. I don't know what the problem is. So next here, yeah. I have a recipe for something I came up with for myself because I drink a lot of pop. Okay, a lot of, well, we say pop up north. Anyway, soda, Pepsi. So I came up with a recipe for myself. I don't really have a name for it, but what I've been doing is I take some water, might freeze it, or take the water, put some. I buy bags of frozen fruit, pour it in my water, freeze it, or bring it to a chill so I can have that little slushy to it a little bit, and then I drink that. Maybe a little tablespoon of sugar, but I need you to mix that in a pitcher, for the children to have throughout the days so that they won't be drinking up all, the juices and stuff. Juices are going to be a treat. Okay. And then if you're not having the sugar water, give them some milk. You're going to stock up on milk. That way that can kind of, and if they're lactose intolerant, then you got to do what you got to do. Oh, wait, hold on, yeah. Okay. Next Friday is just as funny to me as the first one. Okay, so anyway, milk And then sugar water. Um, what else? Oh, get some chocolate for the chocolate milk. You really gotta go to like a Costco's or whatever y'all call it down there. We got BJ's and Sam's Club. I'm trying to think of what other drinks. I don't know. You gotta find something on sale. But let's see. So Sunday, I'm making you a meal list just for an example. Okay, you can steal some of it. That's what I want you to do in your next video. You're gonna plan your meals and you're gonna do a meal prep. Okay. You're only gonna do a week at a time. Hold on. My auntie in the hospital, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so Sunday you're gonna make spaghetti. Monday you're gonna have leftovers. So Monday you'll be free. Um, you'll have leftovers on Sunday. But in the meantime, Monday you're gonna put Tuesday's dinner in the oven, which will be baked chicken. You're gonna make some corn and rice. Now, okay, I don't know about y'all, but up north where I live, where I'm from, we have our grocery store that I go to anyway has really good cornbread, sweet cornbread. It's the next best thing to homemade if you don't want to make cornbread. The cornbread is gonna keep the kids full, okay, with the meal. You really should have some kind of bread to go with your meals, like the spaghetti. Make sure you got some sticks, bread sticks, or you know the what you call that bread. Child, they at the scene where Pinky got Pinky got the Jerry curl wig on. He got Cube in the store thinking Cube was stealing. Oh, they had fought over the gun. Okay. So yeah, the cornbread from my grocery store is delicious. Let me just say that. Wednesday, you're gonna have baked chicken. Oh no, baked pork chops, mashed potato, and a vegetable and some biscuits. Okay. Y'all see, I'm really bored. Thursday, Thursday, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn. Friday, chicken nuggets, fries, bake them in the oven, no microwave, and some applesauce on the side like they do in school. Saturday, you're gonna get the $5 box of pizza from what's the place called? We got one over here too, Caesars. You're gonna get a couple of $5 pizzas. You're gonna get, or they can have grilled cheese and tater tots. Tater tots go in the oven. Now, as a secondary choices, you can have and this is any day during the week. Chicken breast with barbecue sauce for the little ones, or plain, and pasta with butter because those kids are too picky, twins. Anyway, and then you can take that and make Alfredo for the rest of y'all. For the rest of y'all except Chris, not Chris. And of course, you're gonna have neck bones in there at least once a week, I would imagine. Now, snacks, buy some fruit, bananas, apples, grapes. I don't know what the kids like, but you're gonna get that. You're gonna chop it up, put it in a bowl so that they can run in there and grab fruit. if they want a snack. Okay. Um, or you can leave it on the table for a while, for a little bit at a time to keep them from going in the fridge. You're gonna have some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches made. They can have turkey sandwiches with cheese melted. I love those. I make those for myself. I don't know if kids like tuna. I doubt it, but tuna maybe, or tuna for you. Ramen noodles. Oh, you know what? I make a tuna melt. Baby. Baby. Whip up my tuna, mix it all up, put it on some bread, slap a piece of cheese on top in the bread, flip it a couple times, melt that cheese. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Okay, you're gonna buy some ravioli. Now, here's an important thing. Pay attention to sales. I don't know how good you are at that. But in my grocery store, for example, they'll have 10 cans of ravioli for $10 or something like that. So you need to buy like 20. And then once or twice a week, they'll have buy 3 packages of bacon, get one free. And baby, I had so much, like, one day I never pay attention, y'all. I just have never paid attention. I pay attention, but what am I trying to say? But as much as I be going to I go to my store, and I never pay attention to what day the sales are. But anyway, so but we have pretty good sales. Buy 3 packages of bacon, get one free. You can't beat that. Or is it buy 2, get one? Either way, shit. I was giving the bacon away to my girlfriend. They have Snapple on sale. I buy my Pepsi is usually buy 2, get one free. They have different sales like that, but I wouldn't recommend the Pepsi to buy. The big family bags of chips and stuff. What else was I gonna say about that? I know the ramen noodles be on sale. Shit, you should never run out of them. Okay, so and then you're also sentenced to make. Oh, I already said that. Make a schedule for the week. Um. Oh, and you're sentenced to get the twins. Um. To start learning their ABCs and their 1, 2, 3. Since you want to ignore me in your chat, girl, I'm really just gonna pray for you. That's real. I just pray. And then schedule them a nap. Um, I'm about to go on a rant for a minute. You know, black people, and I love my black people, but seeing as though Jasmine is trying to get a disability check for her children, the children have to suffer in their learning. And I think it's so unfortunate and so sad. I just wish that I could get those precious little girls. That little boy, I have to pray about. But I would take them. I would just have to, I'd have to find me a man that can, get them together. Um, Cause he not gonna listen to Jasmine. He gonna run all over her. I see it now. Plus, he the only boy. So she gonna really be like, my baby, my baby. My best friend, her son was diagnosed with ADHD. But what they didn't know is that she kept a rotation of men in and out her house every morning. Every other morning, that boy had to wake up to another nigga in his house. And it just bothered me so that they would allow these people to put him on medication because of his behavior, but he was acting out because his mom wanted to be a whore. A whore. And she was so busy entertaining men. So now that he's, let's see, my daughter is 24. Was he 23? 22? He just had his fourth baby by 3 different women. You know, and life is just over. I mean, I don't know why people would assume this is cute and this is like normal behavior. But anyway, um, when you realize something may be wrong with your child, even if a parent, I guess you can't afford to get help, I don't fucking know. But I would be doing everything I could for my babies so that they would have a head start. Um, but again, I think it's just a shame that, you know, as a black woman, seeing everything that's going on today in the news, all the killings, um, you know, so on and so forth, that you would not give your children the best possible chance that they could have, being that you already allowed yourself to procreate with um, I don't want to say a man like Philip, because you just as bad as Philip. Um, I could see if you had a ring or you was married, that he actually got down on one knee and proposed to you, maybe even that you would have these children. But I guess um, one of the reasons why I chose not to have several children is because, for one, I wasn't in a relationship for a long period of time. And number two, I always felt like, and this could be wrong, but I'm just saying, at the time, I just felt like I had to depend on me. You know, at the end of the day, with my daughter's father being, you know, the best that he could be, which that didn't help her none. But, and we lived in 2 different states. But, I I always just felt like no matter what, I have to be able to provide for myself, because I feel like because my mom did instill in me that not to depend on a man. So I don't know what your mother taught you, Jasmine. Apparently, whatever it was, if she did or she didn't, it's too late now. Well, it depends on you know, how you take it. If you decide to change your life and focus on you and your children, um, unless and until God sends you somebody that can provide, meaning, first of all, marry you. Provide meaning that he pays the majority of the bills if he's working. I mean, well, shit, he better be working. Paying the bills, you know, um, because that was part of your thing. Philip, whatever he was doing, hoeing, pimping, whatever. Apparently, he paid the bills, and so that's why you're not used to working now, which is fine. But if the shit he was doing was illegal, how the fuck did you think that was gonna last? And now you got some bum that's got 3 and 4 kids already, plus your 3 and 4 kids. How do you, I mean, how do you justify that? Like, if he was to live with you and be taking care of you and your kids, what the fuck? How does that look to his children? What is he doing for his children? That's what makes you the sorry one, too. That makes you a sorry ass bitch, too. Because you allow him to take care of you and your children. But anyway, since we know that everybody is selfish and most of us only think about ourselves, well, I ain't gonna say, I take that back. I didn't mean to say it that way. I meant to say, not most of us think about ourselves, but we all have a part of us that can be selfish, but not when it comes to innocent children. Um, so on that note, I'm wrapping this up. And provide. Let me get my 3 letters out. I took care of that. Provide, which he can't do. Protect. If he ain't got no gun and he can't have one because he a felon, um, then I mean, okay, whatever. But can he fight? Will he get up and run to the to go see what's going on, or is he gonna send you in there to see what's going on? Can you imagine somebody breaking in the house and he tell Jasmine to go see who the hell it is? I cannot with y'all. That's what happens listening to y'all reactors. So protect. Um, yeah, protection. And lastly, lead. Now, besides a ditch, where is Chris gonna lead y'all to? Lord have mercy. He couldn't lead you to pay the damn inspection. Girl. Mm-mm-mm. Um, he pretend to talk godly. Is he gonna take you to church? He can't take you to church because he want to make sure he shack up. He don't want that conscience to get messed with. But I thought they said y'all wasn't having. He told you he didn't want to have sex with you. So I don't know what the hell is going on. But if he can't lead you to the water, he can't make you drink, child. But he clearly gonna lead you into a ditch. So he can't lead, he can't provide, and he can't protect. Um, I need you, Jasmine, to get you some self-esteem about yourself. Otherwise, Baby boy gonna end up on top of being a statistic, raised by a single mama. He gonna end up in the system in jail like his daddy because that's the statistics are that um children raised by single parents are more likely to go to prison and commit, obviously commit crimes, go to prison. I mean, what do you see for the future of your children? Like, I mean, honest to God, what do you see little Aiden doing? You really should ask yourself that. And then what ability do you have to steer him in the right direction? Um, Granted, you know, you can raise a child one way and they can turn a whole nother way. But you have to have your basic moral foundation, which includes not having some random man in his life chastising him. That's some bullshit, Jasmine. And if your mama ain't told you, then she need her ass slapped. Come here, Miss Neckbone Lady. I'm gonna smack them glasses off your face. 'Cause baby girl, my mother would tell me in a minute. Now she don't be all up in my business, but she said, girl, um, she tried to check me about my friend staying the night, but like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. 'Cause my son was here. And I was wrong. I was dead wrong. You know, I mean, the kids had known he was coming around. They had seen him, so on and so forth. But the next day when my son went to my mother's house, and it was disrespectful. Period, point blank. I'm not gonna justify it. So he goes to my mom's house and whatever. He says whatever. I'm not mad at my son. And she really called me to check me. Like, first of all, you ain't married, you ain't engaged, you ain't nothing. Um, and I hadn't done that. So, but because I had been seeing him, the kids had met him, and hung around him a couple times. And because I had been seeing him, I felt it was okay, but it wasn't okay. No matter how you slice and dice it, you have to be very conscious and aware of what you do in front of your children because they are paying attention. And Jasmine, you just got so much on your plate, sweetheart. I just, you know, you really could use some help. Hell, I needed some help. I needed a life coach to help me get my life, kind of situated when I was going through some things. So I could just imagine, and I know that's why Chris kind of like came in at the right time, and you were so willing to let him be a part of your life, but that's just not the right way to do it. And I'm not saying that you want your child to be, obviously you don't want your child to be molested or hurt or anything like that, but when you wrapped up in a man, you kind of lose focus. You really kind of lose focus, and things that you might think you saw, you just don't, you kind of brush it off, whatever, whatever. And what kind of communication do you have with your girls to say, you know, okay, put it this way. I tell my kids, and I even told my son, like when he go to his dad's house, actually said to my son, asked my son, because he was acting weird. He just off. And partially, I, I just, I feel like he's going through changes, just growing up. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just life changes. And if I'm in the mood to speak and he just being a kid or whatever, you know what it was? This is what it was. My son, he don't really care for his father like that because first of all, his father is he's scared of his father. Like, um, like a healthy fear. Not his father ain't never hit him. Never hit him. His father is 6'5". And his father, being that my son has been raised by me and my mother predominantly, for the most part, like, he goes over his dad's house sporadically. You know what I'm saying? It's not really consistent. At times it was consistent, and then there's times where it's not consistent. And then he has certain rules at his house. So my mom, between me and my mom, he just prefer not to go over there. And initially I just was like, I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what is the problem? And then I said to him, does your father touch you in your private areas? In your, and I asked him, did he touch you in your butthole? Honest to God. Because, and I say to him, you can tell me anything. I am your protector. You will never get in trouble. If somebody does something to me. Same thing with my daughter. You know, if you're not going to protect your kids as far as not having a man around them, at least make them have a conversation with them. I've had the conversation with my daughter when she would go over to her dad's house. You know, these are your private areas. Nobody is to touch them. If they do, mommy's gonna get them. And she laughs or whatever. And I tell her, I love you. You're my child. And I'm not gonna be mad at you. I'm just not gonna be mad. But I need to know. I need to know that you feel comfortable in telling me, you know, something. Anything that happens to you. And the same thing, like, and not just my son, I'm not worried just about my son father, like, even at school with my son, you got little girls now, teachers, little girls, boys, whatever, try to do stuff to you, suck on your pee-pee and play in your booty hole or whatever. So I tell him in school too, you know, if you get a girl that try to tell you she's gonna suck your penis, because he only 12 now, and I think I started talking to him about this when he was like 9 and 10. I said, that is unacceptable. So I have those conversations, Jasmine. I have those hard conversations. And I wish and I pray more people would have those conversations with their children, because it's super duper important. No matter how awkward I just sounded, you know, I've had conversations with them. And, one time my dad had went to prison. He went to prison for like a year, and my mother had a boyfriend. And when my dad got out of prison, when I tell you he came straight home and he heard about another nigga around his daughter, he was like, yo, did that nigga touch you? Did he touch you any kind of way? And I was like, no, I loved my mother's boyfriend. So my dad went, girl, child, let me have to say yes. The whole damn city would have blown up. But anyway, these kids they gotta trust you and feel protected. Y'all, some of these parents, they think they doing all right by their kids and they think their kids trust them. Hell, that's why half the time when things do happen to kids, they don't tell their parents. I have an open communication to the point where I feel comfortable enough, at least where I made my children feel like if it's a situation that you can come to me. Um, no holds bars. I'm not going to be angry. I don't care what it is. Come to me. I am your mother. I'm your protector. I will fight for you. I will die for you. You hear what I'm saying? These men is not no good out here if they ain't trying to wife you up. And if they, okay, everybody don't believe in marriage. But if they ain't in there trying to pay no bills and take care of your household so that you don't have to worry, girl. Hmm. Oh, Lord. They got to, if the purpose of a man, having a man in your home around your children, if you just have to have one, is to take some of the load off of you. Not to be 50-50, not to be, shit. Not for him to lay around and play the game all fucking day. No. He gonna take some of the load off. But he don't have no incentive for real to take off a load, take some of the load off of you because them not his kids. He ain't gonna marry you. He gonna move on soon enough, whether you want to hear it or not. I don't know what you think, y'all supposed to be together forever or what. But child, Papa was a rolling stone. That's all I got to say. Anyway, y'all have a good evening. I'm gonna come back with something else eventually. This just was on my heart to do. I tried to make it funny. Hopefully she'll see the humor in it or something, and maybe that'll help her to make a choice. All right, y'all. Peace out.